this is your first time here, don't forget to please press the subscribe button and press the little bell to receive notifications when we upload. You can now become a member of the FM Scout YouTube channel. Simply press the join button and you'll be given 5 different tiers to choose from. We also have a Discord channel, so if you do like talking about Football Manager, just go to www.discord.gg/FM Scout. The link is in the description. Hello everybody, Jamie here from FM Scout. Today we are going to be looking at Football Manager 2020 feature reveals. These have just come out. I have just finished work myself, so I've literally not even seen this. It was posted 59 minutes ago. They have got links to each individual feature, I believe. So we're going to have a little look through them, have a read together, see what we think. This is kind of our reaction to you know, the new features that's coming out. So the first one, let's get straight into it. There's no messing around. I just want to look at the first one, which is Club Vision. So it says Club Vision. Start your save in the boardroom as the chairman introduces you to the club and their ambitions. Create a culture, devise a long-term plan, meet the board's objectives. Okay, let's have a little look at the video. I'm going to have to put it big, but the quality isn't very good, unfortunately. So let's have a little look through it. It's only about 23 seconds long. That is awful. I can't really see anything. Okay, there we go. So it looks like it's filled in. Let's try and play that again. It goes a little bit quick, so what we'll do, we'll pause. But the quality for the first few isn't really... Let me see if I can let it render, then go back. See, it looks okay there. Hang on, let me go back. It's when I go big, it looks awful for the first time. So let's try and do this. Let's pause it. Okay, there we go. Oh, I just missed it. Okay, so if we go to that. So it looks like they've changed the entire... So you know when you start the save and the chairman introduces you. So it looks like they've kind of changed all of this around, which looks really cool, actually. So you've got... Obviously, this 5-year plan was never here. I mean, you did have kind of the promises and stuff, I guess, with the players, if you were signing a player who wanted to join or win the Champions League in 3 years' time, stuff like that. But now this is kind of a club vision. I really, really like this, and I hope... Yeah, I just hope this is really good. So you can kind of see here from accepting the job. Obviously, you get your wage budget and stuff like that. It tells you they hired the manager. But no, in terms of that screen, I'm really, really happy with this screen. So you can see a few things on here. This is the outline of the board's vision for the future. I will be in touch shortly to discuss the finer details and to finalise our competition objectives for the coming season. So you've got kind of a club culture here. Sign players under the age of 20 for the future. They've kind of added the importance tab and the type. Obviously, that's the signing. So you've got a 5-year plan. So the 5-year plan would be to sign players to develop for profit, work within the wage budget. So, you know, if you start going over your wage budget and they're telling you not to, that's required as well. I've just noticed the importance is required. So if you do tend to go over your wage budget, you could see very bad things happen, i.e. getting sacked. Make a significant profit on transfers, which is kind of a favoured personnel. Not favoured personnel, that's FM altogether, right? But the importance is obviously favoured. So if you do that, obviously it's not required, it's favoured. It'll be good for them. It will obviously increase your understanding with the board. And you can see end of current season. It does also give you the season objectives. Now, I'm not going to play forward. I'm just going to see if I can skip. So you can see a little bit more here. This is with, I believe, AFC Wimbledon, right? Reach a Sky Bet League 1 playoffs. That you can see that end of 2024-25, they want to win the promotion to the Sky Bet Championship, which, you know, is really good. I like to see this. This is my favourite type of stuff, like visions and stuff on Football Manager and football in general. So this is really good to see. If we go forward a little bit more, it kind of tells you a few more. It goes into it by the looks of it. But yeah, that's pretty in. From club culture and 5-year plans, we've just gone through all that. We've basically just gone through everything. But there's another screen right here. What's this? So the board would like to discuss. Yeah, we've seen that. You've now got to line up to their vision, which you can see it tells you how many you're competing in and what they want to do, which is kind of what we normally see anyway. If we go forward, let's have a look. Oh. Put your stamp on the club's identity. To put your stamp on the club's identity. So they've completely changed. You get like a monthly manager performance update now, which is really interesting. That looks really good. To summarise, the board are absolutely delighted with the way you're leading the team. Kind of used to seeing that anyway, but they do give you like they've introduced like an A-. I wonder if they've got an F, you know, like your school grades, that type of stuff, which is really good. So you can see a C. The board are looking forward to seeing how you perform in the transfer market. I'm assuming that's what that means anyway. I can't see it meaning anything less, right? Because A-, to summarise, the board are absolutely delighted. And I'm assuming, yeah, a C would be the fans are eager to see how you will act in the transfer market. I'm not sure what it goes to. It could go to D, E, F. I'm not entirely sure. but that's what I'm assuming it works like. Let's go a little bit forward again, see what we've got. So that's really it for the vision. So the first feature I'm very, very happy with. You know, that's really good. I mean, we can look at the vision as well. Well, not the vision, the web page. I guess it just kind of goes through it, but this is available on their Twitter. You can read this in more detail. We're not going to kind of go into it. We've just kind of gone through quite a bit in terms of that. We've already seen all the screens as well, but you can see the screens here in a bit more detail, which I should probably use this instead of the video, right? But it's nothing like we're not used to seeing, I guess. They've kind of changed the skin. They've added the breaking news, Sky Sports news stuff. I like the little scarf with the nickname just there. That's really good with the tie and the Watford tie. That is really cool. Hopefully that is on all the teams. Of course, the teams that don't have nicknames will have that. But that I like that. Welcome to Watford, the manager. That looks really nice. I like the background as well. Like you're in a board meeting. That looks really cool. So all in all, the feature number 1, I'm very, very happy with. But again, you guys can have a read of that if you want to. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, the next one is a development centre, a new centralised hub for high potential players. Monitor young stars, keep track of your loanees, and analyse youth intake candidates. Now, this is what I'm more interested in than anything, if I'm honest with you. Let's just get it on the big screen first. So the development centre, here we go. So what did I say? Help shape the new Wonder Kid, was that? Help shape the next Wonder Kid. So if we look at this, you kind of get your review anyway that you normally get. I'm going to we're just going to go through the video and then click on the link. That would probably be easier. Quickly check. See who's coming up the ranks, which is really good to see, and get to know your squads. So let's have a little look. So that's kind of the next reveal, which is the development center. For some reason, it keeps going back to the top. So yeah, let's have a little look on the site. So development center, one of the most engaging aspects of Football Manager is developing young talent and unearthing wonder kids who can turn into world beaters. Of course, that's the main thing why we play FM, right? But let's have a look. So let's take a look at the overview screen. So there's a new tab at the bottom, which is development. When I seen the Arsenal reveal, I thought that was finances actually. I just thought they changed the icon, but I guess I just missed the finances. So there is a new tab here called development. I didn't see that. So there's a new tab, development, players out on loan, so it gives you kind of a loan overview. You can click that. Second team, strong squad, under 19, strong squad. It gives you like an overview as well, which is really cool. So you got first team candidates here. So it looks like you can see they've got like a progress icon now, which is really, really good. So you can see anyone who's not kind of progressing, you kind of talk to them. It also gives you some advice here as well, which we've seen before. Average ratings, apps. I'm assuming that is just basic stuff that you would normally see on the profile anyway. Needs attention, so you can see could become a quality player and potentially good as Jan and Villa, which we kind of see that stuff anyway on the reports. I guess they've just made a brand new development section for it. So i.e., this is just focusing on, so you've got your squad right here. You've got your development, which kind of breaks it down. I don't see, actually, your under 23s, under 18s. So now I'm assuming, rather than having 3 different tabs for, reserves, under 23s, under 18s, under 17s in some nations, you now have just a development tab, and it's got all of them in there for you. So you've got your overview, your loans, your second team, B team if you've got B teams, under 19 and youth candidates, and also the staff. So I really like that they've put all that into one tab. That makes sense. You can check on your loans by clicking this. You obviously, like I say, you can go through your. I'm assuming this will put your kind of best players in the top, your highest potential players in the top 4 maybe. But that's really cool. I like that. Let's go down. We're not going to read too much, so we kind of know what it's about. But this is the tab for players out on loan, so you can see the progress. It gives you all the appearances, assists and goals, average ratings. You've got an option to obviously recall or terminate loans, whether you put that in a clause or not. Yeah, I really like that. You've got no loan suggestions. It also tells you all the information regarding their contract essentially at the club they've gone out on loan to, the morale, which is really good, and you can kind of see the development, as I said, the progress. So I like that screen as well. So far, so good, right? Moving on to the next one. This is your youth candidates. So this is your youth intakes. So usually you get the message, obviously, when you get your youth intake in. But looking at this, you've got the development tab in your youth candidates, and then you can kind of change the report. So I'm assuming I like to change my views around, so you can change these around, which I will bring out for FM20 anyway. But you can kind of obviously filter it by potential, which they have done, and you can kind of go through this in this screen. So that's really cool as well. I just like how they've made it a lot more slicker, I guess. And then the next one is kind of your B team. So it shows you the formation that I guess you're playing or the assistant manager's playing, which is really cool. So, you can set, I don't know if you can set your formation. It looks like you can. So you can add a tactic that your under 23s or B team use. So, ideally you want to get them using the same tactic your first team uses. Literally no point using a different tactic unless you're moneyballing, that type of stuff. But that's really cool. 'Cause, again, you didn't really see much of that. So if you went into your under 23s last time, you can set the assistant manager to use the tactic they use for the first team, but you never actually see what they're using. So that's really cool. I like that. And that's that one for the development center. Like I say, so far, so good. I'm very happy at the minute. I'm not going to lie. Nothing about the match engine yet. I'm not sure if we're going to see anything about the match engine. So next one, playing time pathway. What does that mean? The new way to define a player's status, allowing you to create long-term paths for players from start of their time at the club. Let's have a quick watch of the video while we're on this part. So we're not going to make it big, so you can't really see anything. So make the most attractive offers. Also, one of the reasons I didn't like selling players, I find it really hard to sell players, if I'm honest. We're going to have a look at the pictures in more detail. Let's have a little look what the text says. So start negotiation, that's new. Propose playing time in future seasons. That's cool as well. Let's go forward. It's only 18 seconds. And offer a clear route to the first team, okay? They've also changed it to star player now, right? That was there before, actually. If we click the link, let's have a little look. So playing time pathway. So Football Manager 2020 has redefined and re-envisioned player development in an aspect of the game that is high on the priority list of every player. Becoming a manager gives you the chance to carefully control over how you bring through talent, which overseeing the progress of your important players too. So we're giving you, So we're giving you more freedom in this department, more ability to plan long-term and set individual pathways for all players. More so than ever, we see young players come with a clear route to becoming a star player, or senior players immediately establish as important or star players from the moment they walk through the door. Okay, that was very hard reading. Sorry, I've just finished work. So if we look at the first screen, so you can see this guy is going for this guy contract negotiation. It's live. That's a nice little new feature. So you can see they're going for the 25-year-old confident winger. These are the promises that I always try and remove, if I'm honest. I'm sure you guys do as well. But it looks like you can remove the promises. It looks like some of them you can't, which is quite interesting. But you can start adding the player time in and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm kind of intrigued about this one. I'm not sure. The fact that I can't remove this is a little bit annoying, but I guess I haven't looked into it too much. We don't obviously know, unless it's because, obviously they've added the negotiable now and stuff, so I guess we'll look into that. But let's move on to the next screen. So this one, as you see, it looks like the person who's doing this screen right now is actually adding them, so you can remove them, but it looks like these are locked in maybe. But you can obviously lock them in as well to, if you don't want him to play as a star player, you want him to play as a first team player, you can lock that in. But looking at this one, obviously playing time in 2023, so you can kind of set his path, which I guess that's why it's called playing time pathway. So, if you think that in the first season is going to be an impact sub, which, when you sign potential players, that's what you tend to do. But you're going to tell him he's going to be an impact sub in the first season, he should be happy with just making a few sub appearances. And then the season after that, you plan on obviously bringing him into the first team, or a regular starter, sorry. Which is really nice to see. It's just, the thing is with promises, you have to be very careful because the players like to moan on FM20. That's the problem, right? The moaning is becoming, hopefully that doesn't make the moaning even worse, because players are a little bit whingy, let's be honest. And then if we go down, so you've got also, so this looks like a goalkeeper. Pontus Dahlberg, playing time, breakthrough prospect. There's a few new stuff in here. So for his playing time in 2019-2020, you've got star player, important player, future prospect, youngster, first choice keeper, cup goalkeeper, backup, emergency backup. So there's some new little features in there, though it's really annoying me how... No, it's fine actually, because it says star player is the main one. I don't know why first choice goalkeeper is up below youngster. That's just my OCD, I guess. But if we go down, that's that. So playing time pathway looks really good as well. So far, I'm actually impressed with the new features, which is very odd for me to say because I like to moan. This is the one I'm more interested about, because Backroom, I don't feel like there's enough stuff going on. So more interaction, greater advice, and brand new roles. Oh, brand new roles. People who watch the streams know I like my staff. Your staff have never been so important. I always know the staff's important. Let's watch the 28-second video first, and then we'll have a little look. So get a great level of backroom advice. Make informed decisions. And put together a winning squad to take your team to the next level. Okay. Let's have a little look at the link. So, backroom staff. One of the ways that Football Manager continues to replicate the world of football with such accuracy is our huge network of help from people who work in the real football world. From improved advice and feedback to new roles altogether, in FM20, you'll have more support available to you from your staff than before. Something that we hear from football clubs is the idea of collaboration ahead of match days, particularly with selecting a match day squad. In FM20, we've implemented this in the form of brand new team selection advice. Okay, so now you get a message about a team selection advice before your game of what your assistant thinks you should go with, which is pretty cool. That's the screen if you can't see. I'm trying to look at other stuff as well, like transfer story. Let's see if there's anything else that I spot. If there is something that you guys spot in the video, please do let me know. I do notice the new continue bar. I noticed that when they released the Arsenal video. So a new continue bar, kind of a tiled little thing here as well. A little new icon, but overall the skin doesn't really look that much different. But if you notice something that I've missed, please do write in the comments. Also, let me know in the comments what you think about these features so far. So looking at the next one is just another advice, team selection advice by your sports scientist / general. He thinks you should play one winger. Okay. I mean, I don't tend to listen to my assistant manager when it comes to team advice. I like to do all that myself, so I won't be using this feature that much, I guess. Looking at this one, it's kind of got a tactic overview, which is good. What's this square? I'm not quite sure what the square is. Does that mean that it'll move on the left, or what? It doesn't really... Oh, Danny, here we go. I positive influence. Pressing forward. Danny Welbeck will look to be consistent goal threat by occupying this area on the pitch. Yeah, so it means he's going to play on that side of the pitch the most. I don't like... Where's the tactics? Like, as in the roles on the names. I don't like that. I like to see... Unless that's because it's in the... No, where like, inside forward, for example. Or it's saying there's a pressing forward on that screen. But where's the message there? Yeah, that's got to be there. Unless I'm missing something and they need to press the X button just here. I'm assuming that's probably it. But you've got the players right here, so you can't see that. So there's something open there. I'm assuming that just closes in, and then maybe it'll say inside forward and stuff like that. But that's all right. Like I say, I won't really use the advice that much. But it's nice to see kind of where you're missing for the tactical gurus out there. You know, if you've got a striker who plays, both playing on the right hand side, if they're both right-footed, and you've got nothing on the left, you know, it's going to be tricky. So that's quite good. But there's a lot to obviously go through in the text. How many more is there? So we've got another one, graphic enhancements. Oh, graphics. Our visuals keep on improving with updates to pictures and lighting as well as player and manager models. Let's have a look at the video. 24 seconds. All new player models for FM20, which is really, really good. So these are the managers. I mean, I can't really tell the difference, but it's probably because I'm on small. I mean, it looks pretty good. Like, they've improved the textures of the grass. Let's have a little look at the picture so we can see it in full screen. So this is the new... I mean, it looks okay. It's still not the level that I think it should be. My only negative thing of the video so far. I still think in this day and age, they should look a lot better than that, but that's my personal opinion. I mean, that looks alright, but again, I don't want to compare the game to FIFA, but it should be... I know they've not got the biggest team compared to EA Sports and stuff like that, but I still think they should be looking at, you know, doing a little bit better on this side. I'm not, you know, I say this is the only negative thing. I still think it should look a lot better. I mean, I don't know how they look on the pitch, but these are the new pitches and stuff, which again looks very good. You know, it's come a long way, I guess, from where it started in 2008 regarding... was it 2008 that 3D got bought in? I think it was. But I like the flags and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so, I mean, as long as... My only downside with the crowd is that when you look at them from a side view, they're actually, like, paper. You know what I'm saying? It's... Yeah. But we'll leave that bit. So you can see a few different textures on the pitch. That's a bit darker, of course. or a damp pitch, I think it was. So yeah, not too fussed about that one, but let's go on to the next one. So they put, that's it for today. Keep an eye out on our social channels for more features across the next few weeks. So yeah, that is overall, what was it, 4 or 5 new features? Nothing regarding the match engine yet. I don't think there will be either, if I'm honest. But we'll see. I mean, what do you guys think to that? Let me know in the comments. Just wanted to do my reaction. That's the first time I've seen it all. There's a few things that I like the development center I'm really excited about because I like to have everything in one place. That is really good. The club vision, again, the club vision is really good, but again, promises can kind of be a bit annoying depending on the moaning of players. But yeah, that's kind of it. Any questions, drop them in the comments. Any feedback, drop them in the comments. I apologize for how quick this video has been. I know it's 20 minutes long, but I have just finished work and they posted an hour ago, so I was a bit unprepared for it. I should have been prepared. I finished work literally half an hour ago. So yeah, I will see you all on the next video. We've got lots of FM content coming for FM20. 5 videos per week we have got coming. We've got so much planned for this channel in FM20. I'm excited to share it all with you. Players, experiments, you know, guides, everything is coming. So look forward to that. Drop a like on the video and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.